It's a primary school football tournament, Key Stage 2 kids, and we've got 12 teams down here taking part at Staveley. Fantastic facility that they've got here, and it's just great to bring so many different schools together during the World Cup. Obviously football fever's on the up at the moment, and I think just giving kids the chance to mix with each other, have some fun, play football with a smile on the face. It's all about what we do.
And do you think the World Cup's really sort of helped the engagement here and sort of boosted the fever, like you say?
Oh, massively. I mean, we've just brought a coach load of kids along singing Sweet Caroline and Three Lions, so definitely it's on the forefront of their mind. They're convinced it's coming home. But for some of these kids, they'll not get the chance to play on a facility like this maybe, so bringing them here and taking part whilst the mood about football is so high.
And I think a massive thank you to Staveley Miners Welfare is also needed, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we've got a great relationship with them here. Our women's team play some fixtures here. We've got the academy that come and train here during the day and play some matches here as well. And for us to be able to use it for our tournaments is fantastic.
And how important do you think it is for the Trust and the football club to have a relationship with other local football clubs like Staveley?
Oh, really important. Grassroots football is... there wouldn't be professional football without grassroots football. And, it's massive in Chesterfield, and loads of our staff and coaches and their kids are involved in teams, local teams. And it's a huge part of the social aspect of football, but also in terms of grounding footballers and making them the players that they can be. I think Chesterfield's a thriving environment of grassroots football, and it's really important that we support that, get involved in that as best we can. Obviously we've had a lot of community ticket deals for grassroots football clubs this year, and it's just great to, a bit like today really, give people an opportunity to do something they might not normally do. Come and watch Chesterfield. Hopefully they enjoy it, turn them into supporters and give them football fever.
And what benefits do you think that the kids get out of tournaments like this?
Obviously when you think about playing football, you think about physical health and exercise, which is obviously massively important, but I think the social inclusion and the social aspect of playing football and people's mental health, the teamwork, the supporting each other, and what you see at this age group is the support for kids if something goes wrong. It's tough. We might have some penalty shootouts in semi-finals today, and there'll be a losing team, but what you tend to see is the winning team actually being nice about it and going over and shaking hands. And obviously we do our best to try and stress the importance of that, but just that winning and losing and learning those lessons that during lockdown obviously a lot of kids missed out on, the competition element, being able to do that and get kids back together and learning those lessons, and most importantly having fun while they're doing it is great.
And like we said, you are a senior member of the Trust, aren't you? So you must be really proud coming here and seeing this going on, and more importantly, proud of your staff as well.
Oh, they've put on a fantastic event here, and it's the third one we've done this academic year, and it's only just December. So, we want to keep doing that. We want to do more of it. I think as the football club in Chesterfield, we've got a role to play in using football to bring people together. But what the staff have done here, Rob, Tom, James, we've had a girls' tournament earlier this year. We've got Alice, Shan, Abby, and then we've got some of our academy players that are coming down and refereeing as well. So across the Trust, it's something that lots of people have got on board with. We've got our academy manager coming later today to just have a look, see what it's like, and show his support for it as well. So all over the club, the Trust, the support for events like this, and trying to make it a real big part of what we do.
And every interview that we do, Keith, we always try and express the importance to people that watch these who are not involved with the Trust to try and get involved with the Trust, and we're going to do it again. So what would your message be to everyone at home that's not involved with the Trust? Because if they're not, they really need to be, don't they?
There's something for everybody at the Trust. We might have a 2-week-old baby coming into Chester's Den this morning, and then we might also have somebody in the 90s coming along to Speakeasy in the afternoon. But tournaments like this and schools that we work with, we just try and give schools opportunities and kids opportunities that they might not always get. Whether it's coming to events like this or just coming down to the stadium to watch a game, coming down for a stadium tour, talking about careers, talking to footballers, whatever it might be that we can do to help schools, when that's something that we're going to try and do.
It's Staveley, and you know what, it's a lot colder now. We're getting closer to Christmas. It's absolutely freezing, but you know what, the football on display again today is absolutely fantastic. We've grown these tournaments loads over the last few months. Having the girls tournament at the start of the year was fantastic and got so much engagement in our lunchtime and after school clubs as well. And now moving on to sort of our mixed tournaments, we had 10 at the last tournament, which was our National League competition, Spire Junior is going to represent us for the National League, and then this is our Premier League Primary Stars. We've got 12 schools here today.
Well, there you go, 12 schools and 10 schools the last time. The numbers are racking up each time, aren't they? So it shows that you're doing a good job, and also it shows that the kids are enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, of course, and we're also seeing different schools here. I mean, we've got Newbold Church School coming with us today, Haidee, Kalo, and this is their first mixed competition. The rest are similar faces, but they're also bringing different kids. So it's fantastic to see our schools being really inclusive as well and allowing other people to have those opportunities.
Well, as the old saying goes, it's all good and well getting new customers, but you've got to retain the customers you've already got, haven't you? And that's certainly what the Community Trust are doing by putting on good and incredibly engaging tournaments, aren't we?
Yeah, of course, and we want this to be high quality for them. We don't want them to come into tournaments where they don't feel like it's organised or we don't have the right equipment out or anything like that. We want to make sure they're getting here, everything's set out for them, and they can just go out and enjoy their games. And we had that little spin of competition where there's something at the end of it. They can go and represent the Chesterfield Football Club at these national events.
Well, I've just spoke to Keith about the benefits that these tournaments provide to the children, so I'm going to ask you the same thing. What do you think the kids gain from this, the benefits from these sort of tournaments?
Well, I deliver a lot of PE in schools, and some of the stuff that we've been working on recently is the holistic side of their development, so sort of their teamwork skills, their communication skills, the thinking skills behind it. The actual curriculum talks about you need to develop attacking defending tactics. Well, today you're putting that knowledge into play from your PE lessons. So these competitions are that direct link from your PE lessons to then implement the skills that you're working on. So as well as those physical skills that they're gaining from it, the thinking and the social element of it is just as important.
And what feedback did you get from the teachers and the students on the last two tournaments?
Oh, they've absolutely loved it, and I think for them it's that aspirational venue for them to come to, and kids absolutely love these tournaments and love the whole competitive edge to them, and that they get to play against other schools. I see it as like it's your international games, like your grassroots club is your team that you go to on a Saturday, play weekly. These are the ones you get called up for. These are your international fixtures.
And how do you think the World Cup's benefited this tournament today?
Oh, it's fantastic, and all of them talk about it. Like, I go into most of these schools and they're all talking about the World Cup, and we often have the games on in the background during our lessons, and I'm absolutely loving the World Cup myself. I mean, it doesn't everyone.
And just to remind the people at home that are watching what your email address is and how that they can get in contact with you.
Yeah, and I'll get it right this time. So it's Robert Stevenson at spirightstrust.org.uk, so no dot in the middle.